Alright, let's continue where we left off last time. Karis. We've got, I think yeah, good. We added plenty of, we added plenty. Why is there so many young firs? Before we couldn't find any. Now we find them everywhere. Maybe it's because we chopped down some of the fir trees. Yeah, we got plenty of rope for what we're building now. We're gonna need a lot more soon. But for now, we don't need any. We're gonna have to build a hunter's hut. Good timing. We're gonna have to build a hunter's hut. We're gonna have to build a fishing hut and perhaps a farm. Let our people finish that. Where is our... Have I gotten turned around? Probably. There it is. For this. Okay, we don't need another one of those. We need another one of those, though. Alright. Can't put that away. I've got so many things I'm trying to do at once. Where's our campfire? I didn't dismantle our only campfire, did I? I think I did. Here. Alright. Let's see if we can build some of the artworks. We can. I like to have a flimsy arch near the center of my town. We'll go ahead and put that there. Next to it, we've got that, we've got that. Since I want the center of town to be kind of like the focus of activity, let's put a cooking station here. As close to this intersection as we can get it without overlapping the road. A little far away. We can use that room a little bit better. Yeah, but we need a supply of food for our people. Taking hut alone is not going to cut it. That means even more rope. Even more things to chop down. Wow. There's our fire. We'll want a fire as time goes on. Some of our stuff will include one. The healer's hut, for example, includes a fire. The cooking hut includes a fire. That way, when winter hits, the people will have somewhere they can go to stay warm. We're not going to have access to... Ooh, we're chopping that tree. Goodness gracious. We'll leave it for the woodsman. I think it's behind the houses. Anyway, yes. We need a hunter's hut. We need a fishing hut. That's going to require even more rope than what we've got now. Looks like our first of two houses is almost complete. We just need a long stick there. There we go. Building progress. We can't feed our village with just a single gatherer's hut with a few gatherers in it. to find it. Bark. I think most of our people should be asleep. Most of our people, I think, are also builders. So once they have the ability to wake up and get some stuff done, we should see our buildings finished pretty quickly. Oh, one of our builders is awake. That's good. Rope. What a surprise. Pretty close to being finished. Goodness. And I don't want to give rope to any of our people right now because, as I explained before, we're going to switch their jobs as time goes on. We don't want them to drop the rope on the ground or let it rot in their inventory. Not a good idea. Still need stones, huh? Well, let's do something about that as well. I don't want to spend too much time building stuff. It can be done by the people. However, as I've already explained, it takes time. Our first cottage is done. And you're going to see where we need even more rope. Put the insides together. In this case, we're not going to need more. Well, we'll need some more rope, but we'll also need thatch. Yeah, so there's only 2 beds here. We'll assign 2 people so that they can start sleeping in the new place as soon as they stand up and walk over. And then the furniture, this is only available indoors. So you can build beds outside. Requires a lot of thatch. Yeah, 8 thatch per each. Where the original 2 beds came from, the fact that they have thatch, despite the fact that we didn't include thatch at any point in the building of the original cottage, it's a mystery. Comes from space. Come on, there we go. The food shelf, I like to put a food shelf in. I think it's useful. More rope. Firewood, this is practically essential. Because the fireplaces can start to be some of the best sources of heat for your people during the winter time. So you definitely don't want to skimp out on having extra storage. Oh, we've got that small enough to break. You don't want to skimp out on the... you don't want to skimp out on the storage space for extra... here we go. For extra firewood. Because it's going to be important for... for your people later. Let's see. Where is... Okay. So the closest down here, right where our rain collector is, that's the best place we can go. We can chop down a trail right through the trees. That's kind of insane. Let's just build it around. Oh, going this way. Let's just build it around. starting from this end. Everything doesn't need to be right angles. Like having a meandering road is pretty cool too. Looks more aesthetically interesting to have a trail that doesn't just go straight, but curves around, well, in this case trees, landforms. Can we do that? Yes. We want to go this way, don't we? Groovy. I think it just looks great to have roads that don't go straight all the time. Let's pull that back. Give it a little bit more curve. We may have to cut down a couple of trees, but this is going to require a lot of stone. But we can make a lot of stone. Stone isn't too hard to get. Oh, I got something in the road there. Natural water collector. Let's just mark that by building a water well on it. There we go. At the bark phase, we're going to need to add rope to that ourselves because, again, our builders don't have rope. We didn't give them any. This also restricts us where we can build because we're going to have this road that we don't want to build on, and so as we build different things for our village, and we can't really go much further than this because it doesn't let you build on or in the water, with the exception of certain items, one of them being the fishing hut. Anyway, it's going to restrict us where we can build our buildings based on how this road is, but it's going to give character, if you want to call it that, to our village. And I find that far more interesting than simply piling wherever you want whatever you want wherever you are. I don't find that to be terribly interesting. Oh gosh, we're getting started. Is it under basic production? It is. Fisherman's Sex basic. Alright. Like I said, exceptions for what you can build in water include the fishing hut. You know what? Oh. There's nothing that I want that I could eat that wouldn't pull from better options. Like, in other words, I could wait until the cooking hut is done and have better food options, but I would starve to death and die. So I'll just get something to eat. I think they restricted eggs now to no longer being able to cook in the fishing, not in the fishing, in the cooking hut until you build a cooking house, an upgraded one. I think that's what it's called, cooking house. Just dump that on. And that's a long ways away. And they did that because good, we're doing good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we don't want to eat too much. It's kind of a waste. It makes sense why they did that, because you run out of eggs really fast when you use them as a cooking ingredient, because you don't get the option of restricting specific items to your villagers. You can't say don't use eggs when they're cooking something in the cooking pot. You can only tell them where they can pick up ingredients, and you can restrict it that way. Let's add the rope to that second building, and then we will collect as much thatch as we can. 6 rope, 2 rope. don't know that we have that much. Do we have 8 rope? Let's find out. We will learn. We don't have any rope. Well, I'd rather use it on that. Than the cooking hut. Although the cooking hut, you know, pretty valuable. I just want to get that house done, move people in. We have 1 more rope. Anyway. We can restrict where people are able to pick up items, but we can't restrict what items they're able to pick up. So there's a lot of ways we can control what people can take by putting it into a basket or a warehouse that they don't have access to, but we have to do that physically on our own. Because the gatherers are going to continue to gather whatever they can that they can find, and they're going to just pile in here whatever they find, right? So they're not going to restrict picking up eggs, which is what we want. We want them to pick up eggs because they refresh out in the wild, and so we want those eggs for later. They're not going to spoil as quickly in here. In fact, I don't know that they spoil at all. It's a little odd. But very useful, and in a game like this, again, it's a video game. It can't be super realistic. As a video game, they've gotta make it playable, and if they added decay to items in storage, you would quickly run out of items to have your people eat, to have your people craft, to have your people build. If things decayed at the same rate in storage as they do lying around on the ground or in somebody's pocket. Well, if you added decay at that rate, you'd run out of items. Because you either have to tell your people not to forage, in which case you're not going to gather enough materials for people later when you have a lot more villagers, or people are going to starve when the things that they gathered earlier on decay before they can be eaten. So some solution had to have been considered and solved. And one of those is the fact that things don't decay inside storage like they do lying on the ground. I don't know how true that is. Like, can you keep eggs in your storage basket for 2 years? I don't know. It's going to be a long time before we can use those eggs, so we might find out. Okay. Yeah, full of Jotun blood. I think it's okay. We don't need reed seeds. Did we? Okay, we did drop them. I thought for a moment we didn't. Let's just go get rope. We won't craft it all until we can get back to the town where we can use those Jotun blood. I'm gonna grab these as food while I'm running around looking for... Oh, that's this guy to death, apparently. I don't want to pick up that stick. Anyway, we'll craft the rope later. Right now we need the reeds. we'll fill our pockets up with rope, and we will also gather reeds and take it back. Maybe I can make a cart already, I don't know. Probably can. Gosh, I'm getting further and further away from reeds. I dropped those reed seeds on the ground because even if we build a farm, we're not going to be able to farm reeds, not until we have an advanced farm, and that's quite a ways away. Advanced farms are after you get iron. We haven't even started manufacturing iron. It's a long way away. We only have 10 villagers. Not going to be getting iron soon. Let's try and get 50 fiber to make 25 rope, and the rest will use the reeds for the beds. I think we can make a cart. Monster. There you go, right there. I'll skip the stick. Ooh. We could pick up thatch from our woodcutter's house, but let's be honest, he doesn't have any reeds. The computer doesn't prioritize picking up reeds. It never does. Like muscles, I think. I think we can make muscles, but I'm so full of totem blood right now, it's not really worth it. More. These guys may have been added to the game just to supply you with some fibers in the beginning of the game. I don't know. Well, at least it's giving us gathering experience, although I think the only thing that does is reduce the time it takes to gather. We're at 54. Let's just fill our pockets with the rest. Wasn't paying attention to how many fiber we got from those monsters. Ah. Since all we need is rope. 3 spaces, so let's grab as much muscle as we can. Heading back, and once the cooking hut is done, we can cook mussels. So for mussel soup and mussel stew. I've never seen mussels regen. Like, once you pick them, that's it, they're done. There's plenty of shoreline in the game. You just have to go further and further away to get them. So if you're like, man, I really need mussels for some weird reason, you can get them. 12 more, and each one gives 3, so we can grab 4 of these. They're cold and wet. Oh. Somebody had some rope. The hut is done. Let's assign someone. He's unhappy. I think he's unhappy because he doesn't have sleep anxiety. Yeah, it's because we don't have somebody that can guard them while they're asleep. They're no longer cold and wet. One more. Right. Let's head back. Oh, I'm going to click on that again because it took it off again. We will run through this patch of dark area here so that we can learn what's buried below the... let's grab that fiber. I wasn't going to grab it, but then I realized I have like 3 fiber or 4 fiber. What? We're going to find out what's in the black area here so we can put her on our map. Probably nothing. I don't imagine we're going to find anything amazing like a spire or a Jotun arena or something like that. But, you know, never know. Not much. Not much left covered up. That wasn't... that was. I've gotten really good at identifying fiber. Hi, Skelly. I can hear you. I'm gonna ignore you and just wander off. You can grow flax. As soon as we have a farm, we'll grow flax. You'll be like, well, your rope problems will be over. Yeah, you can pretend. I wonder if we can level this up to level 3 already. We can. Let's do it. Assign someone. I don't think we have anybody that's especially good at cooking. Nope. Let's see, is anybody... we're gonna assign Jane. We had her doing something else before. Let's I don't want to waste all of my muscle. Just like, what am I doing? Well, we haven't given you a task yet, Jane. I don't want to use up all my muscle. Can't use eggs anymore. People were eating mushrooms, so we're out of mushrooms. Cook, and that'll give us mussel soup. We'll put that on the list of things to make. For how much water you put in is how many bowls of an item you get, so we'll get 3 bowls of soup out of it. It'll be slightly more hearty than 4 bowls of soup. I don't know which one's better. I imagine that 3 is better in some circumstances and 4 is better in others. Vegetable soup. We didn't make mussel soup, we made vegetable soup. I didn't want to do that. Let's cook them all. Cook them all, girly. She picked them all up and kept them for herself. Yep. That's her food for the next couple of days. We're waiting for it to cook so we can put it on the list, because right now the only thing we can add is what we've learned. Mussel stew. So let's tell her to make mussel stew. She'll do that until the mussels are all gone. And she'll put them here, and people can eat there. And we are going to restrict people from just eating vast quantities of raw ingredients by restricting who has access to the gatherer's hut. So we want our gatherers to be in, and our cooking to be in, and everybody else stay out. That way people don't eat raw ingredients. Because they will. They'll just eat all the raw ingredients until there's none left. I wonder if I left rope lying on the ground and people were able to go pick it up. There are 10 villagers. And we're about to have 12 places for people to sleep. That's it. That's all 6. Now we can add more beds here in the middle. It is valid, but people won't like it. They don't like living in a crowded bed, I mean a crowded cottage. So we will spare them that indignity. And let them pile up only 6. So that they'll be more happy. Why do we have rope? I mean, we got it for a reason. Yay. And do you have rope? Okay. We need way more thatch. Okay. I have a habit of hitting Z quite a bit. Neat. Oh well. She'll cook when she feels like it, I guess. Since we're going out, we may as well pick up some items for, are we getting 2 per each? That's new. Didn't used to get 2 per each. Oh, that's not like it. We're getting 1 now. I'm just trying to feed my village. We're gonna cook what we can from what we can find quickly. Our gatherer's hut will be able to gather more stuff than we can, simply because they're gonna have more time to do it. Are we near a... oh, we wandered close to the den. Another one? There he is. I see you. I see you. This is good. We can cook them up. We don't have a lot of vegetables right now, but for meat, we'll make meat soup or meat stew. It's nice to mix vegetables in with it, simply because it stretches the meat further, but, you know, a lot of vegetables, or people were eating straight out of the bucket. But the first few days, of course, that's kind of all they have access to. Oh, I keep hitting R instead of E. Fingers in the wrong position. Are we? I don't want to leave anything. Well, it's right next to a wolf. We'll just pick that up. And we are going to come back to that wolf, so yeah, won't happen. In a minute. That can be finished soon. He's not a builder. He is a builder. Where are you going with that stick? I don't like the fact also that you have to, there's water. Oh, well. There it is. I don't remember what I was saying. Who cares? Unimportant. If I can't remember it, it's not important. Sticks. Oh, that's what I was thinking. I don't like the fact that you have to put items on the ground in order to cook them, or to cut them up or anything like that. I wish there was like a table, so like we could put it on a table, and I mean there's a table here, but it's for storing food. For a task. Well, you'll be waiting for a while because we got no tasks for you. Let's put in some rope, fiber, because she does use rope and fiber for her items that she crafts. Let's see. Okay, and meat stew. Have food. You can tell cooking just uses your water quick. What does she need? She can't find anything, needs a new foraging marker. Okay, so we'll add some foraging markers soon. We'll cook this up first. Go get the other wolf. Cut it up, cook it. Put those 2 sticks so I can finish that. This will give us meat stew. This will give us jam. I don't know if the little stick things, the willow branches or whatever they're called, I don't remember. Spruce. You'll notice, by the way, that there's a third one. We are out of Odin tier 3. Turn Resilient, Shrimpy Woodsman, Wind Rider, Storm Rider, I need. Let's grab that. Jam. Garlic jam is great for curing colds. Soup. Garlic jam cures colds. If you get a cold, you get a cold if your cold levels go too high or too low. You have the three things: the hunger bar, the water bar, and the cold bar. It's got a snowflake on it, but it should be a fire because it's how much heat you have. So when your heat level gets too low, you start getting freezing, and then you'll get a cold, you could get a sore throat, various ailments, and if it gets too low, it will too. Do we do 2 or 3? Yeah. I don't remember. Go ahead and eat whatever that is. Onion soup. We used a lot of water. And we're gonna keep using a lot of water. So we need more wells. And I think that's why they put so many rain collectors down. Because they know you need wells wherever you choose to build the city. I don't know that we can. I'll just leave it there. Let Jane get the rest of it. Tier 2. That's tier 2. That's it. Well, whatever. Maybe it's Eye of Odin, then Eye of Odin tier 1, then Eye of Odin tier 2. I always thought there was Eye of Odin tier 1, tier 2, and then tier 3. Whatever. Let's assign a militia. Let's make our knight people the militia. Ursula. Estrid. No. Avind, Yilva, and Jane. That way at night, if something goes wrong, immediately those are the ones that'll be like, we'll defend the village. Usually attacks come at night. Kind of lame. There's almost no attacks during the day I know of. The only time you ever get attacked during the day is if you get too close to like a... Getting a little thirsty. Well, drink something. Where are you going with that? Where in the world are you going with that? You're a builder. Where's a builder going out in the woods with a giant stone? Oh, I know exactly where she's going. She's going to the fishing village. Fishing hut. Yeah. Too far away. We don't have a lot we need to do right now. we can build a warehouse, and we're going to need a warehouse very, very quickly. Like in the next couple of minutes. But it requires so much rope. It's just ridiculous. And I do not want to get started on that. Let's just break these apart. We want sticks. And I don't want to carry long sticks all the way down here. Firewood. Stick. Bark. We can turn into... Surprised we still have room. There it goes. or sticks? Let's pick up the bark. And we'll take that back to crafting station because again we get. Oh, I think we need a weaver. Yeah, we need a weaver. We're not gonna bother. Nope. I want to dismantle all of these, though. I'm gonna start tearing them apart. No, again, this is resources, so that's good, right? We can use space. There we go. Build. Look, Gunner. Gunner's a night guy. I will assign him here too. Awesome. Perfect. Let's go grab reeds. We need those beds finished. We need people to be able to sleep. There's that fir tree we cut down 1,000,000 years ago. I'm all over the place. You'll learn that quick. I don't concentrate on anything. Reeds. We'll start on another house because, you know, 12 villagers, that's 2 houses, and we're almost 12. I swear this is a fun game. Cabbage. Hey, got a cabbage sitting over there. That's right. We need to expand our search parameters for our gatherer's hut. More people to sleep. I think that's everybody. I think everybody in the village has a place to sleep. That's 11 beds and 11 people. $1 loves you. Well, let's build another. Need plenty. Did not find any log. Well, sorry. We'll cut down a fir for our friend here. It's still summer. That's good. Splinter. One of these days I'm going to kill myself with splinters. There you go. I don't know how many logs you need. It's probably for the fishing hut. It'll act as our fire for now. We need more reeds. Let's pin the fisherman's hut. It's going to be our best source of food for summer. I don't know if we have any berries, but berries make berry bait. And we can use that for catching fish. Okay. The tasks that we need to do, we need that one log, but we've already cut down a tree, so the log should be available. I think the problem is that the log is not near where the fishing hut is, and so they're confused. We need to find some berries for berry bait. A fisherman should have access to a fishing pole. I think we told our crafter to make a fishing pole. Should be plenty of eggs to eat. We need to finish that third house. In fact, they may have used the logs for the house. Yep. Give it a rock. Then, which means we need to cut down another tree. Let's just take that log ourselves. That way we can supply the... Oh gosh. Let's put these away. Our builder knows where it is. We'll find it. Okay, let's carry this log ourselves, because otherwise they're gonna take it for the house. And we do need to get that fishing hut going as fast as possible, so that our people have a different source of food. Oh, berries. down? That is. We have reeds for the last bed. You know what? We may as well just cut down a few fir trees. Because he needs 3 logs for the house. 7 days, 11 people. He needs the logs. We're here, you know. You can go ahead and finish that house faster than abandon it. It doesn't take just a moment to cut down an extra fir tree. This is a really large one. Nifty. Log. Right on. Did they pick up all the stuff? Not quite. First real source of food. Okay, let's assign someone. If we can target it. Nice workers. Anybody got fishing experience? You do, Ursula. Nice. Wilhelmina. Are you a gatherer at all? You are not. But you have summer angling. You get assigned their bait. We have bait for you. For berry bait, we have 5 berries. That'll get her started. That'll get her started. We can then, after, use fish to make fish bait. Once Wilhelmina, I think, is who we assign that, starts catching fish. Oh, we missed these last time. That's great. Plenty of food for our villagers. Don't have a gatherer anymore. Gatherer's hut. Anybody got gathering experience? Yes! Estrid. Ooh, our gatherer. She's like, I don't have any place to gather. I know. We will add a bunch of markers for you. Ooh, let's grab this. There's room. We did. Because that's our 5th, and that gives us 12 villagers. And that's 12 beds, 12 villagers. This is going to break. It's going to break before we finish breaking this up. No, it's not. Huh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so I'll grab this. We're here. It's gonna break. Yes, no, maybe so. Not yet. You can break it on this. I doubt it'll go through an entire regular Jotunn shard. I don't even see a sliver of life left on it. Oh, maybe it will. Seems to be immortal. The immortal pickaxe. Wow, there it goes. Did it drop anything? No. Oh, yes. Maybe we can get the rest later. Oh, we didn't cut apart that, we didn't cut apart that other, wolf. Okay, we've got 13 milk. Yeah, more than 13 milk. We'll leave that to them. Let's put the last bait that we just made in, and then how much rope? 3 rope. So we can make 3 markers. That's good. I don't know if these dwarf spruces grow up to be trees. No idea. Never learned. Doing her fishing. Thank you, Wilhelmina. Is there any reeds around that we can bring back to the village before we go back? Not really worth it, is it? 2. We went south last time. We can go north this time. Let's plot out where we're going to tell our harvester to harvest. We can put one there. Let's do that first. We've been ignoring it for too long. More people have food needs. Might be able to build a farm here. I like that idea. Food. I won't worry about the rest. Yep. I mean the stone and the... Oh wow. Everything's done. I don't know that there's a way for our crafters to make bait. I've never seen bait as an option. So there's a wolf. There's 2 wolves. Is there another one? I think I saw 2. Well, Flax. There he is. Hello, dog. Okay. There's a third. We're getting plenty of dogs. Still. Oh no, there's 4. Okay. Plenty of food. This is the same one. Ah, no, failure. Do we have some stone on hand? I think we do. Yay. I think we need 2 though, don't we? We left meat just sitting on the ground. We'll build a hunter station in a moment. Between the hunter and the fisherman, we'll have plenty. People are probably already getting hungry. This will produce a lot of mushrooms. The rain. They're great for cooking. The eggs. Don't need feathers either. Feathers are how you make arrows. I don't know that there's anything else feathers do. Better at skinning. Hungry. Too bad, sucker. We didn't put anybody or children blood in the machine. Failures. Really good at skinning. 17 instead of like 6. And there should be the 2 we killed earlier that are in the direction of the oh. Pick garlic off the ground. Oh, right, we get to run along the road. Use less stamina. Mussel stew. The only thing you can make is mussel stew? Oh, that's neat. Meat soup? No. think you have 4 onions, do it. Oh, I got an error message. Oh. Oh, I can't put any sticks over here because small stones. Laying on the ground. Cooking. Oh, she swapped it out for 2 meat. I was gonna make mushroom soup, but oh well. More important. Okay, we're a bit more prepared for this blood moon. It's coming from that direction. That way. Okay. Because we have weapons. We also have villagers that are in charge of defense. Scully right there. Rain and cheese. Eating eggs, but better to eat than die. Winter Huntsman Night Shadow. Yeah, people can do it. They even need me. There is a long stick laying on the ground. Toss. It was probably sitting there before they finished the building, which means it just popped outside. The shelves do make sense. But there's something that the villagers will not manage themselves. It's something we have to get tools. have a villager that's a night guy. We need to. Okay, we'll figure that out in a sec. Let's get rid of this blood moon first. What do you want? You want small steps. Okay. Because we're building all those roads. Berry seeds. Blah blah blah. Mind wanders. White. Hunter's cabin. Put that right by the basic thing, isn't it? Hunter's hut. Put it right by the well. Far back. Want it to be a little bit forward from that. Basic. Hunter's hut. Click. Hi, water. He has a shield. We'll go ahead and break his shield. Regen our hit points faster than in a shelter. Which is good. You know. Plenty of time to sit here and stare at the screen. Do nothing. Just waiting. Not a lot to do. Alright. Hunter's hut. Set down. People were summoning. Let's expand our food foraging. We'll put a couple out this way. Towards the direction of our you know what, we need to maybe I'll also work on our schedules for the people so that they're not awake at times, they want to be asleep, and their work schedule is pretty heavy. on the default setting. In this way, doesn't matter if people gather easily. Hammer only requires sticks. I don't know how that works. I don't know how a thing made entirely out of sticks can manufacture houses and stuff. It's me. We're going to be cutting down a lot of stuff out here. We want food marker here as well. Not too close to the other one, but no, it's not. What happens to this rough spruce? Is it going to eventually grow that one stick back? Will it grow into a tree? Will that tree be missing a stick? He deserved it. It's funny. Anything else? I've discovered that the leaves are respawning. I think we didn't go north last time. I don't know. Well, I know we went south last time, but I don't remember if we went north the first time. I see some mussels out there, so I doubt we come to it at all. At least certainly not to collect leaves. You know what we need? We need a sled. See if this slab survives. Did we? Get that Idaho on the map. I don't know why it keeps deleting itself. Thought we clicked on it at the beginning of this session. I don't remember. Must not have. Plenty of stuff laying around. Let's put that on Q. Plenty of stuff to cook. That's good. That's really good. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. It sticks in our storage that we don't need. What do you need? Small stones? Small stones. Let's break apart a couple of rocks, I guess. How's our rock dude doing? Maybe. Instead of 4 foraging, we also get some rock. Get back here. Ooh, I'm gonna kill ya. Oh yeah. Sorry, buddy. Fen. They're just called Fens. Why did I think they were called Fenrirers or something? Fenrirers or whatever. Who knows? This is gonna be even more meat than a wolf. It's gonna be a lot of meat. We still left that meat on the ground, didn't we? Like from forever ago. Just keep getting distracted. 2 meat. They gave 3. Maybe there's multiple kinds. Maybe there is one called a Fenrir. Fender or whatever. Fender Bender. And maybe that's the one that gets 3 meat. Mushroom. 3 mushrooms out of 1. It's still there, it's just lag. Alright. Stone. I do not have pickaxe. You know what? We killed a fen. And that's cool. When this gets done, we'll assign someone. And then we'll have space so we can put that meat. But right now, it's gonna go here. We desperately need another well, because this one well is not going to manage our entire time. More rope, more bark, more sticks. Somebody had rope in their pocket. Let's do mushroom soup. What else do we have? Seeds. Alright. Soup. Hunter's Hut's done. We'll eat eggs. Got so many eggs. Somebody we summoned recently was a there, right there. Wildling. Wildlings are natural born hunters. So we will assign the wildling. Somebody I thought. Oh well. Was like a winter huntsman or something. Oh well. Do you have? You do. You do. Okay. 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 There are fens right outside the village that they'll be able to hunt forever. We have a supply of meat, we have a supply of fish. We had said that this would be a good spot for a farm, so let's start building it. But what we need to do, we need a pickaxe, and we need more Jotun blood. We should try and get it to 20 villagers. Yep. This will help because by breaking apart Jotun blood, you see that the forest is already shrinking. Mushrooms. Alright, I have one joke. Bad one. We put a stone cutter there. It's all the way over there. By where Jotun blood is. Oh, we need water. Ancient marker from forever ago. I don't think we need another one right now. Tree. Builder's like, we need that real bad. Alright, tree, you're going down. Yacht in my way. There we go. Should be able to lift the whole tree and cart it off. Back, let's get a cart. Can't make a cart, we can make a sled. You put a stone thing over here because there was plenty of Jotun blood. This way. In fact, I think we put that marker over there because it's Jotun blood. Whatever. Within range. Come on, me. No. Maybe one of the builders will build it. Who knows? See, like that builder ran all the way down there for stone, right? But I don't know how to control how far they go or where they go or why they pick stuff up. Or at the beginning of the game, remember, they wouldn't go down there and pick up supplies to build the new shelters. But they'll go down there for a couple of stones. It doesn't make any sense. I do not understand it. Hey, little guy, how about a carrot? Ain't falling for that one, folks. Here's a food forager. Our food forager will pick that up. Maybe we can assign a second food forager. I don't know. Do we need more room? We want 20 villagers. That's 8. That's 5. That's 40. Let's not break the party another one. Carrots. Yeah, look at that. Built that. In a second. Look at you guys. Is that a gatherer or is that like a builder? It's a builder. She's just grabbing berries right off the vine. I've never seen them do that before. Didn't know they would. Really great to see. We need a day cook. We already have a night cook. Let's assign a day cook. Let's grab it. Stuff that people will. Oh, any stuff that people won't. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's half. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. Who's on duty? Grab some. Elia, we could use her over here. Sensitive. Winter reserve. Winter reserve. Since we have somebody that's good at crafting, we'll assign them to the crafting station. Click. We'll make a weaver on one side. Another worker on the other. We now need definitely a warehouse. Probably build the warehouse behind here if there's enough room away from that tree we cannot cut down. That end. Warehouse. So again, like with the Weaver buildings, the crafting station, this one can be expanded, and we want to make sure the expansion doesn't interfere with anything, so we'll go ahead and put that down. Our first warehouse. Hooray. Got a lot of building projects going on. Or rope. Let's keep track of all 3 of these. I was gonna walk away, but then I realized I'd like to know. How's this doing? I bet you it needs lots more. 16 to the north like we did last time. Lots more. Oop, got some weapons on hand. We wanted to assign somebody during the. Cook is cooking. Right now, yeah. And somebody gifted in crafting. Now we're gonna use them as cooking. Yeah, these have definitely respawned because I know we grabbed them when we first showed up on the world. Ah, dang it. Carve that off. Wow. Better. Okay, let's work on people's schedule. So we finish this house. Got somebody being summoned. Schedules. Night Shadow, you're on default. That's not good. Let's get this guy some night. Oh, he's already on. So we'll give him leisure time. I want to give him a couple more hours. Get up at 7 p.m. Have a couple hours of leisure time. Have a break in the middle of the night. Sleep. 5 hours of leisure. We'll give them a bit more. 9 hours of work. Let's craft this as the night shift. And now, for all of our night shadows and nocturnal resilience, we do night shift. Night shift. Night shift. Got a lot of night shadows and night resilience, nocturnal resilience. That's sometimes you go through like 20 or 30 people and you never get one. Okay, so let's separate the day shift into, so we want this girl, because she's sunrise vigilant. We want her waking up in the morning. To start cooking. Leisure in the middle of the day. Like that, so that she works during the day, she has some leisure time. This is the morning shift. And that way, we will set her as our other cook, so that she gets people ready for breakfast. First, already good at scouting. Did we make vegetable soup by mistake once? Yep. We're gonna make vegetable soup as well. Got the veggies for it. Seconds. Let's build our cheese hut. Got that flimsy arch there. The center of town. I don't want to go too close to the center of town. Center of town is where we're going to build all sorts of stuff. I don't want to be lording over my subjects. In order to lord over my subjects, I need to look down upon them. Since it's not quite elevated here, it'll be a little bit further away. I wanted to live next to the tree, but yeah, that's our center of town. That's good. Our town's cool. Next to a giant tree we can't cut down. I think we scored. This means we can't live next to the tree. We need to lord over our subjects. We need to stare at them. Tell them they're bad at everything. Get to work. Get that down. Let's break this apart. I like to have my chief's hut at an angle so it looks cooler. Facing inward. This off by building a well on it. I want my house facing that way as much as we can in that direction without hitting any trees. That good? And the draugrs. Draugrs can sometimes drop weapons and gear. And you can reverse engineer those things to make better weapons and stuff. I've never successfully done any of them except for the arrows because you get 1,000,000 Draugr arrows. You don't get too many Draugr shields and swords and things like that. Since we've got a hunter's hut, the hunter should pick up bones lying on the ground. They won't break apart skeletons and zombies and Draugrs, but they will pick up the stuff that's broken up on the ground. Draugrs, of course, made of stone. Builders will use that as building materials. Skeletons are bones, whites are bones. Let's get some lights going. Got one light. Build a light here. Can. Slightly off center. There we go. Build that. Not even done terraforming the warehouse. Alright, alright. What's up? More rope. Lots and lots of more rope. One. We still have that. Let's go take care of it. Look, we've left the wolves just rotting on the ground. Meat's probably spoiled. This isn't gonna last this fight. Dagger to the face, dagger to the face, dagger to the face. Yay! Dagger to the face worked. I mean, when does it not? Another wolf. This is why we never got our wolves topped up. It's because we keep attacking. And we're gonna break this dagger. Oh. Now at least we can carry these to the hunter's hut. Rather than break them apart on the ground. And like I said before, I'd love to have a table in the game. Rather than have to break up meat on the ground. It seems so awful. Feel more hydrated. Well, we'll have to do something about that. Another nocturnal resistance. We keep getting them. Workstation builders. Sunrise vigilant. Blossom. No. Yep. Daylight devotion. So we want somebody awake during the day for that one. Nocturnal resilience. You are going to bed. Sunrise. Okay, let's make a daylight one. Let's grab one of these defaults here. Give them extra leisure time. Create that as day shift. Yeah, why not? The reason why we're doing this is we don't want people all mobbing the cooking hut at once. If he's got tireless vitality, let's make a nope. Let's make a swing shift so they're working until 2 a.m. Right? Sleeping until noon. Looks good. That way, anybody with tireless vitality, we can give the swing shift to. Looks like that. And as we get more people, we don't want them all mubbing the cooking hut at the same time for food, because they're gonna run out on that little table. We're gonna break another knife. Yay. It's a great place to put a village because we're right next to a wolfhard hut. Access to food. Let's tell him to build a sled. Sleds that carry more than just one large item. Slows us down, but overall, better option. Never did find those wolves we killed earlier. Oh well. Build another warehouse next to the cooking hut, and it'll just be for cooked food, or just, yeah, ingredients and whatnot. So it doesn't need to go all the way back. We'll give it one area like that. That's for cooking. It's for the cooking supplies and for people to pick up their meals. Well, we'll just leave the gatherers. No, we'll figure it out. Problem is, we don't want people to eat raw food. It's wasteful. Did we go in the right direction? We did. We're here. Might as well grab the flax. Didn't disappear. What the? Not too far over. It's gonna be around here. There it is. I did find those other wolves. Mushroom. It'll disappear eventually. Oh well. Trying to look for those other wolves. Killed forever ago. Lost to history. So much rope. So much rope. And this needs more rope. And we need another well. Somebody started on terraforming and then quit after one hit. Starting to get hungry. Well, you can eat something. More people. See more people this way, right here on this rock. It may not look like more people, but it is more people. I don't think we have a gathering marker this close to the wolf hut. I think it's further out. So in other words, may as well gather that. Mushroom. I know we have so much building right now, but we should start a farm too. What we need more than anything is people. Because we need more, we need more people that are getting wood, more people getting stone, more people gathering berries, more people hunting. That's looking, we're good. Alright. We are over 2 hours. I didn't even realize. I don't want to go over 2 hours on this. Let's, start summoning somebody, and then we'll call it a day for now. I'll have to figure out how to add some music to these before I upload them. We'll put a stone marker here, and hope somebody builds it. Oh, I ate a mushroom. Because that's where I usually keep my, slot 3 is where I usually keep my, my dooley hop. My, no, don't need it full. Just this random well out in the middle of where we used to live. Rope. All that rope. What do you need? Need arrows to work. Well, somebody should be working on arrows. What do you need for working on arrows? Feathers, probably. Oh, there's plenty of feathers. It's just I don't give her access to it. Nope. I'm gonna throw those in there. Feathers. Nothing. You need nothing. You're good. You're golden. Oh, what? I can use that fiber that we just put in here to make a bunch of rope. I mean, they're gonna be making rope. Right? So we don't need to. May as well. Told you we'd quit when we'd summon somebody, but we haven't summoned someone yet. Now we have Blossom Tender, Winter Resilience. Karis Vitality, Blossom Tender. There we go. for now, she's a builder. We'll give her some. Oh, you know what we need? Oh, we'll save it for next time. Anyway, we'll save it here. And I will come back another day. Take care.